We
Knicks fans, yo, we coming hard.
It's time for Knicks Real Talk Live. Been going live on a televised or orange blue skies. We on that Friday night, the Knicks with our Knicks constituents. Lift the ultra trip. That's that Knicks orange and blue. I thought you knew it's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. We stand on business. Knicks Real Talk brand. You know we in this. We in the streets of Manhattan. People in the action. Getting the people's reaction. Leaving up to Knicks and he's getting it cracked. Cause it's game time. We in the world most famous. We seen the Knicks lock your team up. I be serving just like a subpoena. You know the Knicks fan. We feeling real giddy and litty. Cause the New York City gritty committed to beat the city by 50. Well, I'm about to get me a nice life with a smart order on ice. For a few bucks in the quarter to pay the order with my smart device. We and Gotham getting it popping in the Apple Rotten. Let the home, let the popping stopping on the Apple Watch. It's Knicks Real Talk. The team streaming on YouTube.com. We got two dudes doing good moves spot on, dropping them bombs. When the cop got a spot and dropping some of the hottest Knicks content that's up in your head. And upstairs, you know, upstairs leaving the guard after they done got their bag. Looks like a cat to fly back to the triad, no jet lag.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We Yes, indeed. We in the building, ladies and gentlemen. What's good? What's good? What's good? Knicks Real Talk pregame preview. Divine Shaw Powers, my brother from another mother. Knicks got the Charlotte Hornets up at the world most famous arena in about another hour. They're gonna get it popping down there for their fourth preseason game. So far so good. So far undefeated. That though we're not counting records and all that good stuff. But I'm excited for the game anyway. This preseason we don't get it. But salute to everybody in the chat, man, in the building. Daniel, Big Taz, Stan the Man was good. Jarvis, Brian, Darren, and everybody else out there, wherever y'all streaming them from, man. We about to get it popping, man. But we be my partner crying because I know he was doing 100 miles an hour trying to get to his destination. But he's here. He's in the building. Shaw Powers, what's up, my man?
In the chat, yeah, traffic in New York City is rough. Let's get it.
Yeah, real talk. Salute to everybody in the chat, man, and real talk, man. I'm glad y'all in here with us tonight. We're gonna get it popping for about an hour, man. Then we're gonna sit down and watch some Knicks basketball. But Shaw Power coming off the game they had the other day against the Minnesota Timberwolves, deciding game at MSG for like a regular season game. It was electric, you know. Obviously, with a lot of feelings and emotions in the building, due to the fact that Julius Randle and my man DiVincenzo returning, Cat getting to watch his play against his former team. There was a lot of energy in the air and everything, and then it lived up to the billing too. They was in there playing some good basketball. They were doing the Anunoby had a great game. We get into all that later. My man Anthony Edwards had a good game, knocking down three from all over the place. So you could feel that atmosphere and atmosphere at the end of the game, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But you know, that's water under the bridge type thing anyway. The tension and all that, man. But overall, it's just gonna let you know what it's gonna be like when the season get in full effect and the energy that the Knicks is bringing to the table, man. Them boys looked pretty good in a lot of ways on that game, and still got things to clean up. But you know, I noticed that Tibb did what he's gonna do to see. He went with 10 men. That was it. No Kolix, no none of them. He went with straight 10 men. The guy that I think gonna be projected to be in that lineup until Mitch get back. But you know, overall, seemed like they were in regular season mode for that game. And what's your thought process on that game, and we'll break it down and get into all that?
Yeah, that was a regular season game, man. One less of Julius Randle. That's all that was. High intensity. Players are stepping up in the moments and stuff like that. And we did what we needed to do. You know, we captured the win, and we brung it to them. And salute to the second unit. And you seen last game that what Tom Thibodeau's 10-man rotation is going to be. He really laid it out there. You know, it's going to be that three smaller guys in the back unit of Champagne, and Deuce, with Precious and Sims. You know what I mean? So that's what it's going to look like. It's going to be Tibbs may resort to a 10-man rotation. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, real talk, man. But you know what? That you kind of got a glimpse of what's going to happen this year, ladies and gentlemen. And so far, so good. I like what I see. And it's still, it's early. Like I said, these guys still haven't got no continuity, no chemistry together yet. They're still trying to figure out each other's game. The ones who have never been there. Because you think of only other than Josh Hart and Brunson, and a little bit of Anunoby, nobody played in that starting lineup that knows each other's tendencies that well. I mean, I understand Mikal Bridges coming from Villanova, but they not running the Jay Wright system. You know what I mean? So none of them guys other than Josh Hart and Brunson really know where each other play the ball, like to get the ball at, like do all these type of things. So I think that's going to take a while to get together. But from what I'm seeing, once it does formulate and get together and come out and works out well, it's going to be a pretty good fun team to watch. They got guys who can get it done on both sides of the ball. So from what I've seen against that game the other day, like I said, with a lot of energy in the air, but Anunoby was doing a damn thing. Brunson came out, and did what he had to do later on in the game. It was just all around good ball play. So I was happy to see Anunoby do what he did, Shop Hours, because that's just letting you know if that's the Anunoby we're gonna get, then you're gonna say, okay, you know what, that $200-some million, I can see why. Because I think once these guys get in rhythm, get in sync, like I said a few minutes ago, I think you're going to see a different Knicks team on the offensive side of the ball. And so every day, somebody's emerging and showing their talent on that starting lineup. And Mikal showed it the other night, and Anunoby did it. You seen Cat look like he gonna do what he's gonna do. We already know what Brunson and Cat can do. So I'm excited about it, man. I like the way and Hart right now. He haven't even got into his groove yet. Once he started doing all his little intangibles, rebounding, hustling, all that crazy stuff that he do that makes the team better. It's gonna be interesting, man. But I am excited about what we got going on for the 2024-25 season. So let's see how they do tonight. They got Charlotte Hornets again. Obviously, that we beat them earlier. They got a nice team there, man. They might not be the Knicks, they got good talent down there. And I'm looking forward to watching Nick Richards again. I still think the Knicks should go out to him. Even with Cat, I'd love to see the Nick Richards in here. And you'll see why tonight. And he got the type of game that fits New York and it fits the team that we have out there. So I'm really looking forward to him. Obviously, Melo and all these guys are going to do what they do to Melo them. But he's one guy I would love to see in a Knicks uniform, because you can either back him up behind Cat or you can start him next to Cat if you need to and move him to the 4. So that's going to be one of my things I'm looking forward to tonight. And I'll break that down in my key matchup later. But what's your overall feeling for the game tonight, man? What you looking to see out there?
Yeah, just a little tad bit from the last game. You actually could see how Tibbs is going to kind of run the lineup when he staggers Mikal into that second unit. And that's when Mikal's going to eat. And that's exactly how he did in the third quarter. I mean, he came in when he wasn't really, he was okay in the beginning of the game. But when he came in that second half and he just started driving to the basket, shooting the jump shots, shooting the threes, and that's what we're going to get from him. And any given night, it could be anybody on this team now, especially with these starters. It could be Mikal's night, it could be OG's night, it could be Cat's night, it could be Brunson night. And if you really want to throw it in there, it could also be a Josh Hart night. And I mean, a high triple-double threat guy. So we got some things that, that we just got to, put it together and stuff like that. Put it in the pot and let it cook and stuff like that. But once you start smelling it, once the effervescence start coming up and you start smelling all the seasoning and all the stuff that you put in this thing, it's going to be a well-cooked meal, you know what I mean? And I can't wait for it to happen. And on the upside, even though these guys haven't really played together, they have played well together. You know what I mean? They're looking for each other. Sometimes they're overlooking for each other. You know what I mean? These last couple of games. And and everyone, I've seen a lot of people still talking about Cat and his 3-point percentages and stuff like that. And I understand that he's missing the shot now because he's not used to getting the pass and doing all the stuff the way the guys are giving the ball to him. But once he starts getting around, his average for his career is around 7 3-pointers a game. So when he starts doing that 7 3-pointers a game and he starts hitting 3 or 4 of those 3-pointers a game, everybody will stop talking about that stuff. Once you get acclimated in that pick and roll system with Jalen Brunson, because they still look a little, they ain't together. One play, and I know everybody's seen this play. One play they did the pick and roll, and Brunson went to to curl out to go to the right, and he ran right into Cat. You know what I mean? So they don't know exactly where their foot is going to be yet. But as soon as they do it, the 3-point percentage will pop a little better. You seen OG was knocking him down. Mikal knocked him down. Shaman coming, he knocked it down. Deuce had an off game, but he still comes in and knock it down. So we'll be fine. I think this team is ready and built for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't take too much stock into preseason like that. I really don't. These guys haven't played basketball since the past season. Playing, like I said, playing in a gym, practicing, playing against your teammate, that's not the same thing as in game and meaningful game against a quality opponent. I'm not worried about Cat at all. Cat career is 40-something downtown. So you can't make a few get too engaged about how he's shooting threes right now, only 3 games to the regular season. Like I said, it normally takes these guys to about 10 or 15 games in the season to get in a good rhythm. You know what I mean? And when once he start hitting them, it's going to be something special to see. And I know he's going to hit them because that's what he do. I mean, his numbers don't lie. He's been doing it his whole career. The Cat can shoot the ball from out there, and he's shooting that 40 clip. We got guys on our team who can't even shoot 40 clip. Not gonna say on our team, but guys who don't shoot on a regular. We got guys in the NBA who don't shoot on a regular 40%. So Cat gonna be fine for I'm concerned. But what I did love to see is just the way them guys played against a real good contending team. You know what I mean? Shop out. This wasn't the Hornets. This wasn't the Washington. With no pun intended to them. They ran up against one of the Western Conference contenders, even though they had Conley and Julius Randle, but they had a good enough team to go in Madison Square Garden and still compete like that because they got a good team down there in Minnesota. They're going to be scary when Julius Randle and Mike Conley get back. That means the guys who was in their position go back to the bench to make their bench stronger. So I mean, we went up. We didn't go up against those scrubs, and I think we handled them pretty well under the circumstances. You know what I mean? And so you got to give credit where credit's due to that team. They got a good starting five. Their bench will get better. Everybody will get better. And I think it's all a matter of time when everybody just clicking in the right cylinders. You know what I mean? I think we got to be patient with it and realize that it's just the preseason. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. It's preseason. And you ain't going to get their best yet. None of that stuff. You know what I mean? But for it to be a preseason game, I thought it was electric, man. The Garden was just going to let you know what it's going to be like when the season kick in. You know what I mean? That's what I was happy to see, that the energy was there and they competed though. Like when they went down, they got up. When they kept competing, it wasn't about, well, we just gonna get our little shots up here and there and then call it a day. No, them cats was competing. You know what I mean? And to be able to go up against a front line like Rudy Gobert and Jaden McDaniels got game on the defense side of the ball. Them guys, so we went out there and we did what we had to do. You know what I mean? It was a fun electric game and let you show you how special Ant is. He started getting into his bag, knocking down threes. I'm like, uh-oh. But then Jalen Brunson answered the bell, and Mikal them had some good plays here and there. So overall, to me, this was a good feeling win for the squad and stuff like that, man. So let's just look at some numbers of what they did for the game, and then we get back at it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get that in there. I'm sorry. Let's look at some of the numbers and see, what we think from our squad the other day against the Timberwolves. And it was a pretty good game. Shot power from what I see here, ladies and gentlemen. Starters, 30 minutes, 29, 29, 24, 25. Bench, 19 minutes. Sims, 13 minutes. Shaman, 22. McBride, 24. And Payne, 20. And Parker Purdy had 5 minutes. Not too many people like that. I think Parker Purdy got in there because I think Sims might got a foul trouble or something. But then you look at the field goal percentage, not bad. Bridges shot over 50%. Anunoby shot right around 49, 50, whatever. Towns went 5 for 13, a little lower him and Brunson. Hart didn't even shoot the ball. That's crazy. He didn't even shoot the ball. But then you look at the good thing about it. They didn't shoot well from 3-point line, ladies and gentlemen. They only shot 30%, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 30% from downtown. But Anunoby was 3 for 8. He was trying to get it done. 1 for 4 from Bridges, 2 for 6 from Towns, 1 for 4 from Brunson, and 2 for 8 from Shaman. He didn't shoot it good from that, and 2 for 7 and 1 for 3. Other than that, the foul text was good, 85% shot power. Brunson 11 for 13. That shows you what a good player is. When you don't, not only you can get it from the 2-point area and the 3-pointer, but you can go to the foul line enough to get you many points. And to get 13 points is pretty impressive to me from the foul tech. He shot 11 for 13. Towns 4 for 4, Anunoby 4 for 4, Bridges only mixed 1. McBride 4 for 4, Shaman 3 for 3. I mean, they shot the ball good from there. So that's good to see because we always were hoping they get over 79% every now and then back in the days, but now that they get over that much, it was pretty good to me. Rebounding wasn't bad. We have 52 rebounds. Towns had 16, 12 defense rebounds. He was rebounding in basketball, man. He was the biggest factor. Really, believe me, we really won the game because of his rebounding. Because everybody else was under 10. So he really played a big role for us in getting them rebounds the other day. 4 offensive boards as well. 15 points from Mikal Bridges, 19 from Anunoby Shot Power, 16 from Karl Anthony Towns, 24 from Brunson, 4 from Precious Achiuwa, 12 from Payne, 12 from McBride, 13 for Shaman. I like that. I thought that was a good use of them guys, man. So you gotta kind of be happy with what you've seen there, and say that it's only preseason, but they look like they're trying to get this thing together. But we got to see how it goes once they get in the full swing of things on March 20th. On the 22nd of this month. Excuse me.
Yeah, you also got to take into consideration the Minnesota is a defensive-minded team. So a lot of the three-point shots that was taken was contested three-point shots. It wasn't like they were wide open three-point shots. So not to make it sound better, but it is the truth. They played a little bit more defense on the perimeter, and they made the Knicks get off of that perimeter shot to start going to the hole and taking short jump shots. So with that being said, we got a good team, man, and they're starting to look like they're putting it together. You know what I mean? And they haven't worked out all the kinks yet. And there'll probably still be some kinks. Like you said, Divine, 15, 20 games in, we're probably going to see a way better team. And the caveat, we didn't have a great shooting night, but look at all the guys that scored the basketball. Look at the second unit guys, 12, 12, 12. You know what I mean? That's 36 points from your second unit. You know what I mean? And if you add Achiuwa, that's 12, 24, 36 points plus Achiuwa, that's almost 40 points from your bench. Mm-hmm. I mean, and that's what we're going to need this year. And we talked about this a lot, Divine, about them upping their free throw percentage when they get to the line. That's crucial for a team that's striving to go to the conference finals and to the finals this year, because getting to the line, making your shots, make it way easier. Then you got to still fight back, shooting under 70, shooting under 80% from the free throw line to make extra baskets.
Yeah, real talk, man. Yo, salute to everybody in the building, salute to everybody coming in the building. Coach was good, Frank Matos. OMG, Frank Matos. You already know my man, OMG, baby. But yeah, salute to everybody in the chat, man. That's where it's at. D-Rob, my man. That game was popping. Imperial, Nick 100 at GM. We shout out all the people, man, who in the building. The style that was popping, my man. You already know Jarvis, everybody. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at, man. We in the building. Knicks, we'll talk Fabian, everybody, all my brothers and sisters in there. We in the building, man. Knicks, like I said, the Charlotte Hornets, the world famous arena. Pregame show here. Then they got the preseason game over there. They're gonna go get a pop and try to go in there and shake a little bit more rust off, get a little bit more continuity popping tonight. Get familiar with the guys. Just another game where you're just trying to work on your game and get into a rhythm, because the next week it all goes down, ladies and gentlemen. It's all going down next week. So we back to reality. It's a regular season gonna be popping off. We got the Beantown going up to Beantown on October 27th. To go up there and go against one of the teams who we're gonna be chasing up in this piece for the whole season. So I'm really looking forward to this season, man. The Knicks gonna do some damn thing. They're gonna shock a lot of people, and they ain't gonna shock me because I see it coming. This team is good, and I think they're only gonna get better as they get more familiar with the way they get down with the basketball. You know what I mean? So I think Mikal will settle in, Anunoby will settle in. I think Towns will settle in. And let Brunson be the head of the snake, just run the show, man, and then sit back and enjoy this Knicks basketball, because it's gonna be popping. I mean, you best believe me what I'm telling you, man. And I think it's gonna be fun to see, man. So let's see how it goes, man. It's gonna be good vibes up in New York, man. For real. Chop Low was good, my brother. You know what it is, my man Chop in the building. But yeah, man, I'm excited about the night just to see what they're gonna do. Some more things they could do, Shot Powell, and what they can work on. I think I want to see them shoot a little better percentage tonight. Not because it's the Hornets, because I just think that, they probably looked at the film the other day and say, okay, I left this shot over here, or I might have forced this shot here. Just go look over the things that you did, and what you need correct, which you will do. I'm quite sure they looked over the game against Minnesota, said, well, we could have did this different, we could have did that different, whatever the case may be. So let's hope that tonight they get to brush some of them things off tonight and have a little better percentage shooting wise. But I'm happy with what I'm seeing though. I'm very happy. I'm very content with what I'm seeing with the Knicks, and they get better like every other team. But I like what we coming to the floor with this year, man. We bring a pretty good arsenal in that starting lineup, man. That shit is deadly, man. Every time I look at that lineup, it gives me I'm like, these cats all can play basketball. You know what I mean? Two of them in reality is, even though one didn't get there yet, but they are NBA dudes. Call every town, been there twice. Jalen Brunson, we know he are NBA. You know what I mean? And the guy that they got around them, Anunoby and Mikal could be a good bona fide all-star if that were the case. So, and Josh Hart is Josh Hart. I mean, they got a quality starting five around there. And that's why I like this team. I think our bench is underrated. People don't, to me, it's underrating our bench. So I think Deuce Bride is coming into his own, man. Him and Shaman, once Shaman get going, and what can I say about campaign? You know, I mean, what can you say about it? And my man Achua playing pretty good. So overall, good team. I'm excited to be a part of it this year, man. We're gonna be doing the 82 game damn thing. You already know Knicks Real Talk, and hopefully we can do 16 more and get that damn ring. So we trying to get 98 games up in here, man. Shop house, but I'm looking forward to tonight's game, man. We go over to a 10 in a minute, but other than that, let's just on to the next one. You know, what's your vibe with these guys tonight, man? What do you think you're gonna see for the Knicks tonight?
I think they probably watched some tapes, talked about it. They're gonna start fine tuning some more stuff, and at any given quarter, one of these guys can go off. OG helped us out last game and went off. Tonight it might be Mikal and Brunson. Tonight it might be Mikal and Cat, and then in the next quarter, it's so many ways that they can, work these things out. And another thing that I like, not that he fouled out, but Sims was super duper aggressive. And I mean, he was super aggressive. He fouled out, but he was super duper aggressive. And he pushed the button a little bit to see how far he can get. You know what I mean? I believe. I think he was very aggressive, trying to do different things to see what he could get away with, if I'm saying that right. You know what I mean? And I hope he continues to do that. You know what I mean? And we still got to figure out if they're going to bring up Huckaporty or if they're going to bring up Toppin to make that 14-man. I don't think they made a decision yet, but I'm just happy with what the Knicks are doing right now, man. And soon will come, man. These guys will gel together, and the team will look even more seamless. You know what I mean? Then we will start seeing the devastation from the three-point land from these guys. They're still working it out. But you see OG and Brunson got a little thing from last year. They know where they're going to be. And, he was giving the ball. Brunson was passing the ball to OG. OG was knocking it down. Soon it'll be – and we talk about the Villanova connection. How long ago did these guys play with each other? 5 years ago, when it was 20-something? They ain't played like it was like they've been on the team since Villanova and stuff like that. So they got to get a good rapport with each other. OG and Mikal have to get a rapport with each other. OG, Mikal, and Cat have to build a rapport with each other, and so on and so forth. So I'm just waiting. They're looking good on defense, and they're still grabbing rebounds. Those are the big things for the year. You know what I mean? And they continue to do that, man. I'm happy, and this might be a year that I won't have to talk about hitting your free throws as much as I used to.
That's facts. You're super you're 100% on that side power. But yeah, they looking good right there. And I'll tell you what, I got to get Anunoby some flowers with that head fake on my man.
Yes.
That shit was gangster. I was like, okay, he got a bag with him, man. I didn't know his game was like that because, I know who Anunoby was, but I didn't know his full repertoire because I didn't watch him 24/7 like we watch the Knicks 24/7. But he showed me something, man. And I tell you, that's a dangerous that defense today. We get into that. But first and foremost, Edward Walker, salute to you. Tim, my man, Tim was popping. D. Roz, everybody. Nick 100, salute to the chat. Salute to everybody, man. Y'all already know what it is for your brothers, man. Make sure I hit that button for us. Let's get it going, man. This is the pregame show. We about to get in the regular season next week. This shit is fire. I'm amped like a kid in a toy store, whatever. It's just going down, man, and it's going to be a crazy season, and I'm here to be a part of it, man. Let's get it popping, and we're going to get into our itinerary in a minute. But, yeah, I just want to get that Anunoby thing out there, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be special. Him and Mikal, we're going to talk about that wing defense in a few minutes and all that good stuff. I think that's going to be real special to see. Let's see what's on tap for a minute, man. We get back at it. Knicks Real Talk Divine, Knicks, Charlotte Hornets at the World Most Famous Arena tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at 7:30. Us leading up the tip-off, then they're going to go get it popping. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to our itinerary for the night. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Salute to everybody, man. We back, man. Just wanted to let you know what's going on. Y'all see the starter lineups projected wise. Knicks with the same usual suspects, and Charlotte Hornets, going out LaMelo Ball out there rolling out Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Josh, and Nick Richards. And that's the guy I'm hoping they decided to trade him anyway. I heard he might be trying to go to. They might trying to get him out in L.A. He get out there with Anthony Davis, and Davis moved to the 4. That's why I want Nick Richards in New York right now. If we can get that man up in here in New York, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be the happiest camper in the building. Boy, you slide cat to the 4 whenever you want to, and them two, oh my God, you got a premier shot blocker, rebounder, rim runner, over the top player. To me, a more aggressive like Mitchell Robinson was doing his rookie year, but I think this cat he got something with him. Kentucky dude. So I'm hoping you get to see him tonight, Shaw Powell, and you'll see why the reason why I want him on the Knicks. I think he fits in with this team well. He made the Knicks is a contender now. Nick Richards will make the Knicks just straight bona fide. Because now you got 4 dudes, even if you move Cat to the 4. I mean, you talking about a defense juggernaut, you know what I mean, or whatever the case may be, or if he back up my man, he was nice. So I'm really looking forward to his game tonight. And let's see what the Knicks gonna do against these guys, man. Like I said, I had him part of my key matchup, him and Towns. I had Mikal Bridges and Mikal and Brandon Miller, and I had Anunoby and Miles Bridges. That were my key matches. Because I do think that Miles Bridges can do the damn thing on offense side of the ball. So and we know that Anunoby can do the damn thing on both sides of the ball as well. So I want to see how Anunoby's gonna match that kid's strength, because Anunoby's a big boy too, but Miles the big dude, he can get buckets. So that was one of my key matchups tonight, just due to the fact that Anunoby playing a 4 with his defense and Miles with his offense repertoire that he got over there. Gonna be an interesting key matchup to me, man. And like I said, Brandon Miller and Mikal Bridges is gonna be like the creme de la creme matchup. Because I mean, these two guys, linky. One of them can straight out stroke it from out there. I mean, you know how Mikal get down on the defense side of the ball. Also, Mikal going to have him running around chasing him as well. That's going to be that matchup tonight. Obviously, Brunson and Miller Ball, that is what it is. I mean, we know what that's going to be. But that's a matchup I'm really looking forward to with them 3 guys, because I do think that their game really make it real compatible when it comes to competing wise. So it should be fun, man. I'm really excited about that. What's your takes on that game tonight, my man?
Yeah, I just my big focus tonight is going to be not so much the starting unit. I know the starting unit is going to get it together. I want to see more from the second unit. That Champagne and Deuce, and I mean Deuce Champagne. How are we going to say that thing? That's where I want to be at for until we hit the regular season. Those are the guys that really have to gel. And salute to Shamif, man. This guy plays a pretty decent defense, and he will get his shot on too. He's still coming in, trying to fit in with the crew and not knowing where to shoot the basketball or where he has the more open shots. A more open, popping, pick and pop shot for him is a better shot for him. He's a knockdown 3-point shooter. So he may have games that he may shoot 2 for 8, and then the next game he'll shoot 6 for 7. And I mean, so we just got to look forward to that. And Deuce is coming in, filling in, doing great. Didn't have a great game, but he had a good game. I mean, coming off of being a little sick and stuff like that. Payne is a game changer for me right now. And I mean, I know how Payne played for years. Not saying that like you always say. I never really watched it, but I've seen him play a whole lot. And he's coming over here with that little float shot, that little crooked left-handed jump shot that he shoot from the side, and he's gonna be lethal for us in that second unit. You know what I mean? Because now that makes everybody in the second unit, you have to pay attention to them as well, because these guys can shoot the basketball. You know what I mean? So, and that's gonna keep the lanes open for Shamet. I didn't know Shamet drive the basketball like that. He drives to the bucket real hard. So we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? But my main focus is more on this second unit for them to help us out on offense and defense, and they have done that in all the games that we played so far.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. These guys, that second unit, they're gonna be the ones. I think that's gonna be the really chop hour to me. That second unit is gonna be the thing that get us to the finals. If that second unit come to play every night, Knicks are damn near gonna get there, because I just think they already got the starting unit locked up when it comes to talent. And Deuce McBride keep doing what he's doing, and not only that, whether he stay or not, if he's gonna be here, and Mitchell Robinson just another strength for the Knicks, that makes them even more stronger. You know what I mean? So I think the Knicks got a good thing going on here, and I think when Mitch come back, whether they keep that starting lineup like that or they put Cat at the 4, I mean, and Josh Hart go back to the bench, then the Knicks still get stronger. Because now you got a shot blocker in there, and you got another strong dude like Josh Hart going back to the bench to help out McBride and Champagne and Shamet. Man, that's some solid defense right there in that second unit. If they do that, and if they decide to keep it the way it is, and now you got Mitch back there after 5 with Shamet, Campaign, Deuce and Bride, and the Chua at the power forward.
That's what I think they're gonna do.
Yeah, that's still legit.
I'm big on, because evidently, if Mitch comes back, I don't want him to come into the starting unit, especially if they start getting some cohesion. If Josh Hart has played already 15, 20 games, I'd leave Josh Hart in the starting unit. Have Mitch come in the second unit, coming in with Precious and Champagne and Deuce. You know what I mean? That's going to make that. That's why I believe that the Knicks are going to run a strong 10-man rotation, where the starters don't have to be over 35 minutes, and the second unit could come in and play. Every play on the second unit could get easy 20 minutes a night. So, and that's where I see Mitch starting in that second unit with Precious, the same role that Sims is playing right now with Precious and Shamet and Payne and Deuce. I think Mitch will be in there, and he'll really, really, really help out that defense in that second unit. You know what I mean? This is where we can really turn it up on people in the second unit when all the offense. I mean, from the teams that we play against their second units, and we have a strong second unit, man. I'm hopeful that Tom Thibodeau has said it before, that he wanted to run a 10-man rotation. Well, he has 10 men once Mitchell Robinson coming back to really show up that 10-man rotation, and I can't wait to see.
Yeah, real talk. Let me answer quick. Hey, Tim, just to answer your question early, I do think Knicks win more than the past year. Tim, I had them at 50, 57, I think, something like that. That just before a cat trade. So I think I gotta stay where I'm at, Tim. So I do got the Knicks winning more than the past. I think Knicks gonna be around 57 games. I think that defense is gonna hold a lot of teams in captivity this year. I just think that's just gonna be something that's hard to overcome for a lot of teams. And coach, man, I think he's going to San Antonio. I wish the Knicks would get Jaden McDaniels. But I think he gonna wind up out there with the San Antonio Spurs coach, from what I was kind of hearing out there, man. But he had a guy, but he think he was Charlotte a little bit, went down there with Dallas, but his brother, we played him the other day, you know what I mean? But I like Jalen McDaniels, always did. Jaden, I meant to say. I wouldn't mind the Knicks picking him up, man. 6'9" brother, he similar game to his brother. But we had to see. But yeah, that would be a good pickup for the Knicks. I wouldn't have no problem with that. But that I'm with you on that. Shop how we just got to make sure these cats just cross T's, dot I's, And Jarvis, my man, Jarvis Goldfinger. Next week, starting on the 22nd when the season starts. After we get with the game preview and analysis, man, y'all guys welcome to come in. I throw the link up in there. So all my guys who used to always be on Knicks Real Talk coming in and support the show. You know, pregame now we're gonna break it in half. We're gonna make sure we get a breakdown. Until we got a breakdown. Then we want some more wise men to come up here, ANALYIS to come up, and Tim and everybody, come here for the next half hour of the show and give us y'all insight. You know, we value all you cats' knowledge, man. You know, we Knicks fans are strong in that department. So we'll be opening it back up, man. And you guys welcome to come on anytime after we do the first half of the show. The other half of the show, we take it out with all you guys, man. And you know what I mean? I love to hear you guys drop the Nick Jews, man, because it's important though. So I just want y'all to know that and everything. And but yeah, man, tonight we just gotta go in there, cross T's, dot I's, just do the things, just work on your game a little bit more. Hopefully, Cat knock down some more threes, a little bit more consistent now that he's getting a rhythm. He's getting to play with the team more and more. Maybe Josh Hart might get into a groove. I like what I've seen from Anunoby. I like what I've seen from McHale. I like what I've seen from Brunson and the second unit. They just got to continue to build on this stuff, man, and just critique what you need to critique. And then when the season comes, you know, y'all be ready. You know what I mean? At least 75% anyway. You know what I mean? Enough to go in there and do like you do and compete every night, knowing that the games count now. You know, the games count. So, you know, you jock up a position now. And they just got to go out there and be ready. I'm excited about these boys, man. I think they're going to do the damn thing. I just, no doubt in my mind, these boys going to be playing. New York Knicks basketball, this no pun intended to none of my other Knicks players, but this ain't RJ. This ain't Quickly. This ain't Grimes. This is Anunoby. This is Mikal Bridges. These are bona fide ball players. They good. Our other players was good, but I think these dudes, Cat is bona fide. I think Anunoby is bona fide. I think Mikal is bona fide. I think Brunson is bona fide. I think Josh Hart is bona fide. The other ones, they didn't get that in their career because they wasn't consistent. You know, that was our pet peeve, Shot Powers back in the days. They need to be consistent. Now you got a consistent group of dudes. Just can go out there and do what they do on a regular. Like I said, every year, Carl Town average 20. Every year, Brunson average 20. Every year, Mikal average his average. These not maybe this year he do that, or maybe this game he do that. He might go 10 games, and then the next 5 games he stink. We don't have them type of players no more. No knock on none of the other ones, but because these guys are older and more mature. You know what I mean? Anunoby been around, got a championship ring. Cat been around 9, Anunoby 10, you know, whatever. These cats been around, so they found a way to be consistent in the NBA, put up consistent numbers, and I think that's what you're going to get from the Knicks this year. All of them got consistent numbers. Whether you like them or not, they consistent. And Anunoby give us a consistent 17, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, tremendous defense on the side of the ball that he doing his consistent shit. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm looking for this year, man. Just a bunch of consistency and let this thing gel and come together. We see how it goes. And I think Tibbs gonna get my man back to where he was when he coached, because people got to remember, before my man Rudy Gobert came to the Timberwolves, Anthony Town was all NBA because he was playing that 5 spot. You know what I mean? He was getting 12 rebounds a game. Look at his numbers under Tibbs. You'd be like, oh shit. You know what I mean? This guy can get it. So now, if he can get that same thing back under Tibbs now with this roster, you might see seeing him at the 5 opposed to having to pay the stretch 4 because of Rudy Gobert. I mean, that you get less rebounds because you're not in the paint anymore. So his numbers had to go down rebounding wise because they had Rudy Gobert occupying that space a lot. He was more stretch, or the guy he was playing was a stretch. So that way he's not by the basket. He had to run back there to grab rebound. But now, Cat in the paint. He ain't got to run from the 3-point line or wherever the other defender, the offense player playing from to get a rebound. Like you see what happened yesterday. Rudy Gobert was in the paint. He was in the paint, 16 rebounds because he didn't have to come from outside to get rebounds. So I think that's going to be huge for him, man. I think around Tibbs emphasizes rebounding. Watch my man Cat double-double, no question this year, because now he's playing his natural position where he can grab them rebounds. And sure enough, he did it against Rudy Gobert the other day. So that tells you to me that he's gonna be locked in with Tibbs, and I'm really excited about that, man. What do you think about Carl Town now playing a 5, opposed to kind of had to do the stretch thing when he was with Minnesota? Because I think it makes a big difference in this game. You hear me, Sha?
No, I didn't hear you, Divine. I was reading Edward Walker's comment about I have a little concern about the Knicks rebounding. Well, okay. I say this to Edward. The Knicks may not need as many offensive rebounds as they have had in the past because I believe that the Knicks going to make more shots this year. So defensively, yes, they need to get on there under the boards when the other team is applying the offense to grab the defensive rebounds. But offensive rebounds could come, if we miss a shot and we get another get an offensive rebound and kick it back out, it's of course it's going to be better. You know what I mean? And I think in the rebounding, I didn't do the stats. Like I was running around a little bit, but I think I can remember at least 3 times that Cat got offensive rebounds, and Sims was out there. He had about 10 rebounds last game before he fouled out, maybe 4 to 6 points, but he had about 3 or 4 offensive rebounds. You know what I mean? So we'll still be getting them. We may not rank higher this year than we did last year because I believe we're going to make more shots. So let's hope that we make more shots so we don't need as many offensive rebounds. And and once Josh Hart and Cat and OG is grabbing more rebounds this year. I see Mikal down there begging for rebounds. I see Josh Hart. Once they get their footing and know where everybody's going to be to position themselves to grab rebounds, we'll see better rebounding from the guys, man. Right now, they're still trying to work out their spots, how to block out, how to box out, how to obtain the rebounds and stuff like that defensively. And soon will come.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's all a matter of time. Like I said, it's still preseason. They're still trying to figure out all the nuances to their game and how they blend in with each other, man. And that's what preseason is about. Preseason is about getting to know each other's game, getting to know each other's tendencies, blah blah blah, whatever the case may be. But I think once they get it all together, it's going to be tough, man. And like I said, to me, you ultimately got 2 of the best wing defenders at that. I'm literally at that position, whether it's a 2-3 or 3. I mean, the 3-4 or 2-3. I mean, that's what's so scary about this team because they could throw guys on anybody. They so good on that defense side of the ball with the player they have. No matter what team the Knicks go up against, they got 2 dudes who can go up against the 2 best players on the other team. They just do. I mean, if it's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, Anunoby and Mikal. You know what I mean? If it's Damon, my man, then it's Mikal and Anunoby. I see my mind. Anunoby played Giannis real well. So I guess I'm saying all to say that the Knicks got something that can always, how would I say, a kryptonite to another team's best players. You're never gonna stop everybody, but you damn sure can slow them down. We got 2 guys on that motherfucking wing who can slow jokers down. Then you add Deuce Bride, Josh Hart does it already too. So now you got to add Josh Hart in the equation, Mikal Bridges and Anunoby. They gonna always come out there and make the other team play hard as they possibly can. You know what I mean? And if you look at just recently, my man got a hypothetical Paul George, Joel Embiid. He ain't even playing yet. And this is going to be continual for them. You know what I mean? But all we got to do is stay healthy. Knicks stay healthy, then I think the X factor for the New York Knicks for a different maker is Jalen Brunson. It's not too many guys to stop him at his position, but we got guys who could stop other guys at their best position. Like we got guys who could slow down a lot of teams in the NBA, like the Boncheros and the Paul Georges and Levines and all of them. We got 2 dudes who literally could go into against your team and slow down one of your best players, or maybe 2 of them. That's a big difference. You know what I mean? And if your offense clicking, that's because it's hard to beat. I just think the numbers don't lie. And I think that's facts. You know what I mean? So we need to see how it goes, man. But yeah, facts, Swellfinger. You're 100% right, my man. You're 100% right, brother. Because it's definitely gonna be a slow cooker too, but you know how it goes. You know how it is. Let it cook, man. It's gonna be fun. I got high expectations for the team. I'm not gonna sit up here and even shoot no hyperbole. I got high expectations for the New York Knicks because they went in. They got high expectations for themselves. Think about it. You got high expectations. You got high talent playing. It ain't gonna be no if you get in the second round. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Knicks better go to the finals. If we get knocked out in the
finals or bust, that's how I'm
feeling. Right. I ain't trying to hear all that other thing because we should put that expectation on them because they got a squad like that Tom Thibodeau ain't got no excuses. Nobody got excuses. You got one of the, I gotta say, top 10 teams in the NBA. I'm putting Knicks in the top 10 in the NBA because that shit is crazy. I'm not talking about because of talent, because everybody got talent, Shot Powers. But as far as player by position, Knicks got 4 dudes who can make an all-star team on their starting lineup. And you got another dude and Josh Hart, who just probably could be 6th man of the year if he was a 6th man. So I'm expecting dude to get it popping, man. I ain't taking no less, Shot Powers.
Yeah, that's it, Divine. I mean, like everyone's saying in the chat, we all have. I always say this. We're all we may not be. We're on the same page, but I mean, we may be on different paragraphs, but we all on the same page. You know what I mean? And everyone is saying the same thing. Once everybody gels together, once everybody gets together, once the pick and roll starts going on, it's going to be crazy. You know what I mean? Championship Knicks. Like the 72 champions and stuff like that. It is the biggest thing for this team to really, really project themselves into the higher echelons of the NBA this year is health. And you know, and that's the big thing. That's the big ticket item right now. You know what I mean? We get a cool 68 games from Cat, a cool 65 games from OG, and the rest of the guys are pretty much healthy. You know what I mean? Those are our 2 guys that we gotta kind of a little bit worry about. But if we get anything over 60 games from both of those players, we are going to be dynamite, man. And even if those players are not in the game, or one is not in at a time, you know what I mean? If the other one is in there, we have backup. We have backup to the backup to the backup. You know what I mean? And the guys that they filtering through the farm system, it's going to be good too, man. So this is a championship-minded team. I believe they believe it, and I believe in them to believe it. And I mean, I see, you know, just in a couple of games, it's still a little bumbling. They still haven't, you know, got their, you know, the pop and the pick and pop going all the way yet. But it's coming. Sometimes they do it, but it's not all the time. And I think the last game that we've seen is kind of sort of what the lineup will be going down the stretch. You know, Sims, Precious, Sham, Payne, and Deuce in that second unit with our starters. You know what I mean? Kolick may get some minutes. Purdy may get some minutes, especially if we're beating teams down. Then those guys will come in, and they could eat a little bit too. So it's just in time, man. We stay healthy, we're going to be a force in the NBA this year.
Yeah, real talk, man. Yo, salute to all the brothers and sisters in the chat, dropping all this crazy jewels up in there. Soul Finger, Agent, Super Danny, Nostalgic, everybody, D-Rod, Stan, everybody, man. Edward Walker, everybody dropping some crazy. I'm reading chats like I'm like, yo, they are killing it.
Yeah, that's how I'm getting caught up too.
They're killing it in the chat. But hey, Soul Finger, you know what? I ain't mad at you with that 72 thing, because we really got Walt Clyde Frazier, and now we got Willis Reed with my man. So so I ain't even mad at it. And then you got your Dave DeBushers with your Ananobis and your Bill Bradleys with your Mikal Bridges and your listen, man, these cats got it. They got a good squad down there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't even fronting. They got a good squad down there. Let's see how they gonna do this thing, man. We ain't going undefeated, so we gonna come out here some nights like that. Knicks, Mikal didn't hit the shot, or this cat wasn't playing, but it won't be a lot of them nights though. This team is pretty stacked, man, and I just think they just got enough to shop out to go to any situation. The Knicks can go to any game. I don't care if it's Denver. I don't care if it's OKC. I don't care if it's a Clip. I don't care who it is. The Knicks can go into a basketball game knowing they got a chance to come out there and win that game that night. Not know if this worked out. They literally can say, you know what? If we play against y'all, we got a chance of whooping y'all butt. You know what I mean? And that's pretty awesome thing to have when you got a squad like that. So let's see how it goes, man. It don't mean nothing until it all start really getting into the groove. But from what I'm seeing right now, I'm pretty happy. Knicks fan, I'm happy. I'm not mad at none of the moves they made. I think Knicks had a tremendous offseason. I think Leon Rose hands down is the executive of the year already. You can't even tell me other words. I don't care what anybody up there other than OKC getting Caruso and getting and my man former Nick Hartenstein, but the Knicks got Mikal Bridges in Towns. I mean, come on, come on, bro. That's pretty dope. And you did it all in the confinement, staying under the second apron. That's crazy. So salute to the New York Knicks front office. They really did the damn thing, man. Them motherfuckers came to play. They were playing chess. These cats were playing checkers for sure. So we see how it goes. Hope everybody stay relatively healthy. No major injury. Have some guys miss a couple of games here and there. But for the most part, if they stay healthy, Mega, what's good, Mega? Salute to you, my man. Good to see you. Yeah, Meg, what's poppin', my man? Good to see you, my brother. But yeah, man, I'm giddy about the squad, man. I am, man. I haven't been this giddy about a team since I want to say the past year, because I thought the Knicks had the squad last year, but Julius Randle.
I did too. They just got hurt.
Yeah, they got hurt last year. I thought they had it the past season, but this season, that starting five is ridiculous, man. That's just straight up and down. All high IQ ball players, all of them, high IQ. They all intelligent basketball players. They're all two-way players. You know what I mean? And you see what Cat was doing in the game the other day. Okay, you know what? Playing for Tibbs, at least one thing I know Cat will do, he will put the effort in on defense. You know what I mean? So if he can do what he did the other day, get a block shot or two, just keep rebounding. The Cat has 16 rebounds. Whether it's a rebound is playing defense. He's stopping the other team from getting the ball. That's defense. He played the hell out of that shit the other day. He had 16 of them joints. You know what I mean? So you kept that team from scoring 16 times, basically, if the rebound would equate to the other team getting a shot up or whatever. So it's just good to see that, man. I think if they just all just gel, come together and trust and believe there's going to be some sacrifices made. But that was the beauty of it. I think we talked about it, not the pregame before the Timberwolves, the one before, when we said, you know what, any given night, somebody in the Knicks can go for 20. And we said that.
Right.
So the Towns that have a good night, and I know he picked up the slack. The other night, whoever was mediocre, my man Mikal Bridges picked up the slack. So they just got guys who can pick up the slack when they want. So they always going to have two guys on that squad, to me, in that starting lineup that'll get you 20 any night. It don't matter who it is. It might be Brunson, like I said, it might be Brunson and Mikal, or it might be Anunoby and Cat. But you're going to get two 20-point scorers from the Knicks starting lineup every night. And I just think that's what makes them pretty good, man. So let's see how it goes. So to everybody in the chat, Hector, what's good? I see Hector in the building. Man, Hector in the building, everybody, man. Y'all cats got a lot going on. It's the pregame show, Divine Shy Powers, Knicks, Charlotte Hornets, World Most Famous Arena, tip off in about 20 minutes. We up in here, man. Just getting everything, get the flame flowing and get it burning, Shy Powers. And let's just start it, man. Next week, it all goes down, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm looking forward to it, man. So give me some thoughts on what you're looking for the season, Shy Powers, right quick.
I'm just going to say this early, man, because these are some things that are probably going to linger throughout the whole year. You know what I mean? Executive of the year, coach of the year, defensive players of the year, all-stars players of the year, all-star, all NBA teams of the year. We got that all on our team. You know what I mean? I believe this team is going to be top 10, and I'm being nice by saying this early, top 10 in offense and top 10 in defense. I mean, and this is how I believe that the team is going to really, really shake up the NBA this year. And, and like I said, I'm being real easy with it because it's early and the season hasn't started. So I say top 10 in offense and top 10 in defense, but we definitely going to, be higher up in those top 10s than lower, I believe. And I mean, earlier I was saying that this team in offense is going to be a little bit better than the defense. But the way that these guys are playing defense right now, we got two players on here that could possibly, maybe, who knows, if they stay healthy, defensive players of the year. We got two guys that could possibly be all-stars this year. We got two players that can make it to the all-NBA teams for this year. We got a guy that could be a MIP, most improved player in the second unit, six-man contender for the six-man in the second unit. We got a lot of things that can possibly happen this year to turn this team. The more and more closer we get towards that 82 games and the team is playing well, the more and more you're going to start hearing these things about the New York Knicks. Leon Rose, the Don, he has done the thing. Knicks 68 game wins this year, bringing in Cat and Mikal Bridges, Tom Thibodeau, the best team in the NBA, #1 in the East. Tom Thibodeau, the coach of the year. OG and Mikal Bridges, defensive players in 1 and 2 of the defensive thing, and so on and so forth. So I'm just waiting to hear all that stuff coming out now, so I can say that I said this before we started.
Yeah. I agree with you. Hey, AP, you might get that this year, my man. Yeah, I agree with you, Shabo. But AP, you might get that this year. I think Brunson, if the Knicks do what I think they're gonna do, I think you got to get Jalen Brunson top 3 in the MVP category, because it's gonna be most likely him. Let's see what SGA and them do. Let's see what Anthony Edwards them do. Let's see what Denver does. Can't sleep on them. Can't sleep on Luka Doncic and them cats. You know, there's a lot of cats out here who got game, man. So sometimes the MVP is defined by how good your team do, and all the Knicks got to do is go and do the damn thing. And you just never know. But and you know, Ford, a lot of heads in there with the Kohler thing. He'll get his turn, but you know it's gonna be tough. You know, unless the Knicks make a trade, because Campaign is playing some basketball. I mean, these guys are a championship pedigree type of ball player. Make no mistake about it. I think this will be Tyler Kohler's job next year for full time, no question about it. But I think with Campaign and Shamet, savvy veteran guy, the Knicks trying to win a ring. You know, I believe that. And I think these cats, why they brought them in here. So they all got championship experience, playoff experience. They get in them tight situations in the playoffs. The pressure starts mounting. Either going to make a diamond or it's going to bust pipes. And I think they brought these cats in here for that reason. We don't want the pressure to bust no pipes. They know what these cats could do. And I think that cat right now, backing up Jalen Brunson to get Jalen Brunson rest is different. You know, and having McBride and them coming here. I see why they made the trade, though. And I think it's going to work out for both teams. I think Julius Randle going to go over there and kill it. I think Shinzo want to get it done over there. I think they put Julius Randle in a good situation. I think the trade worked out for both teams because they both needed this. They needed to get off the cat contract in a sense, and they needed to get another guy to play next to Anthony Edwards, who was a little bit more wingish. Let me put it like that, wingish. And we needed a big guy to play against the wing, to play with the wings that we have. So they needed a guy like Julius Randle to play with Anthony Edwards to make their wings a little bit more dynamic. We brought a center in here who could play with our wings that we already got and make the center spot dynamic. So I just think it was an even trade. I mean, a good trade for both teams. I think Julius Randle would go there to do the damn thing, and I think so. So we'll see how it goes, man. I'm locked in. Y'all locked in. Knicks people talk. We locked in. The chat locked in. Let's get it, man. It's going to be a fun season. Y'all make sure y'all hit that button because it don't cost you nothing. Don't be fronting. Let's get it, man. I'm excited about it, man. Let's see how the Knicks go, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we you know, I just think it because it's preseason, we don't need to predict. We just gonna see all they trying to do is just work out the kinks in the armor and all that good stuff, and continue to get better every day. And let's see what they learned from the other day. Let's see what they gonna correct from what they did against Minnesota. I don't think this team over here, from a defense standpoint, is talented in Minnesota, but offensively they got some talent down here with that Charlotte team. I mean, they got some young, good talent down there. Brandon Miller gonna be in the league of his own. You know what LaMelo could do. You know what Bridges could do down there. Nick Bridges, who I'm big on. I mean, you know, and so they got Josh Green, who could defend and shoot the three. Coming from Dallas to be which call it to them now. But you know, let's see how it goes, Shot Powers, man. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get out here before we can get ready. Shot Powers, holla at your boy. Let me know what's up. And I know I'll talk to you on the other side for sure.
You already know. Salute to the new people that I see in the chat. I don't think I really see it. Hard Tackle in here before. Thank you for coming. Please subscribe. Hit the like. Hit the like button. Subscribe. And salute to you as always, Divine. And salute to the family in the chat. Hit those likes on your way out, please. Help us keep us going out here. You know, I see as soon as I punch in on the computers and stuff like that, we pop up on every screen when we get ready to post. So that's a good thing. With that being said, let's have a good game tonight, man. Let's see what the second unit could do. Let's see what Deuce Champagne can do tonight. You know what I mean? With a little bit of precious on the side. A little Harlem shake for y'all right there. And a little Harlem shake for y'all on that one. And let's get it tonight, man. I'm happy to see what happens tonight. And since we played this team, we already know what to expect.
Yeah, fact. Yo, salute to the chat. Old Head, what's good, my man? Old Head, we be on Friday. The pregame show against the Washington Wizards. I was hoping it was going to be in New York, but it's going to be down in Washington. But they play the Washington Wizards on Friday, and we'll be in the building, man. So to everybody in the building, man. Real talk, man. Y'all guys always a blessing to be here with you guys to get it popping. Season about to get upon us and all that good stuff, man. It's going to be a good ride this year, man. I think it's going to be more good times, more peaks than valleys, that I would say, in this thing. Yeah, man. And you know what's crazy? Andrew was crazy, and it's that you know, everybody coming to MSG, they want to light it up. So you know, Melo will come in here want to do the damn thing today, but we gonna stick with the wings on though. And the Wingstop will be in the building tonight.
Wingstop, I like that, Divine.
Yeah. Well, man, to everybody, man, y'all enjoy the night. Be safe. We see y'all Friday, man, and all that good stuff, man. Knicks Real Talk, Divine, Shop Powers, and Chat is where it's at. And everybody we streaming from, we appreciate y'all. We out of here, man. One.
Peace.
We
Knicks fans, yo, we coming hard.
It's time for Knicks Real Talk Hobby going live on a televisor on the blue skies with we on that Friday night. The Knicks with our Knicks constituents live the ultra trip. That's that Knicks orange and blue. I thought you knew it's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. We stand on business. Knicks Real Talk brand. You know we in this. We in the streets of Manhattan, keeping the action, keeping the people reacting, leading up to Knicks and he getting it cracked. Cause it's game time. We in the world most famous. We seen the Knicks lock your team up. I be serving just like a subpoena. You know the Knicks fan. We still real giddy and litty. New York City gritty committee to beat the city by 50. Well, I'm about to get me a nice site with a smart quarter on ice for a few bucks in the quarter to pay the order with my smart device. We got them getting it popping in the Apple Rotten. Rep the home, at the party, stopping on the Apple watching. It's Knicks Real Talk, the team streaming on YouTube.com. We got two dudes doing good moves spot on, dropping the bomb. When the cop got a spot to dropping some of the hottest Knicks content that's up in your head. Enough said, you know, upstairs leaving the guard after Knicks and got me back. Looks like a cab to fly back to the triad, no jet lag.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
we
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
we